How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
Alright everybody, so welcome back to Biomutant. So, we are going to be doing the Dark Side walkthrough, or starting it today. So let's go ahead and start a new game. Go ahead down here and click select. Let's get going. You know what? For the Dark Side, we are going to go hard difficulty. Just because I can, and because medium really isn't that difficult for me on the light side walkthrough. So, and just as a disclaimer for anybody who's watching, or not really a disclaimer, but the reason being more so for anybody that's watching is I just kind of want to play both. So for anybody who is interested in seeing which one is which, you know, it'll kind of just be like you can pick either you want to watch me play the dark side or you want to watch me play as a good guy. So, you know, it is completely up to you. Alright, so we did pick Rec for this walkthrough, and for anybody that doesn't know, if you hit I when you're in this mode, in the beginning you can see what everything does. It tells you a little list of what everything means and how it affects you. All that good shenanigans. Okay, and what we are going to do is probably going to do that. Yes. That. Think. Can't remember what I did. Whatever, fuck it, that works.
Choose a genetic resilience.
That's fine.
Choose your first style.
I believe I went with that one.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class.
And we're going to go mercenary.
Mercenary chosen.
And confirm.
That'll work.
Alright, and just so everybody, or not so everybody is aware, but just in case anybody's interested.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
As the guy just talks over top of me. Anyway, you know, narrator for the win here. But yeah, just so everybody curious to know, wants to know, this is my second time doing the Dark Side playthrough. It's technically the first one I did playing this game, but you know, unfortunately, mishaps happen with mics. So here we go again.
Where you make a choice, or simply stop living.
So,
but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice, a reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
okay, I have to hit skip now.
I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same, with the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Okay, now I'm not sure why all of a sudden now I have to hit spacebar to have this speech pattern go through, but you know, what it is. But yeah, so this is my second time doing the dark walkthrough, and I did pick mercenary that time too. That was actually the first time I played Biomutant 2. I just unfortunately didn't double check my mic was actually being recorded, so you know, shame on me.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Indeed. Fuck you. Yeah, bitch. Wow, you didn't hit me this entire time, but now you want to hit me, huh? Okay. Random breakthrough. Oh yeah, by the way, ta-da, intro right here.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
And I was debating whether or not to take the music off, because I did end up getting a copyright infringement on the first video that I uploaded, which should have come out today, for Biomutant, the tutorial. But, you know, I'm not too concerned about it. All I did was pretty much just tell me I couldn't make money off the video, and I don't make money on the videos anyway, so it doesn't really affect me or bother me at all.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another
I do this
day.
because I enjoy it.
Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Which I kind of feel like is the most important thing for anybody that records videos. You have to enjoy it, otherwise there's no point to do it. And I also found out something else too today.
Isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
So apparently, for the last like 2 years, I have been uploading my videos and posting them in the family like blog section of YouTube. So I have pretty much been dicking myself in the gaming category for like the past year. But hey, whatever, you know. Beggars can't be choosers, and you know, I'm not going to be upset over spilled milk at the same time, so, you know, just gonna get going and keep doing what I've been doing, which is just making videos. And if it does end up changing something, it'll be cool. It'd be dope to have some more people watch the channel. And I am very excited to be playing the dark side again. I just always play games when I'm like generally trying to be the nice character, and because I feel like the nice character 9 times out of 10 has the easier gameplay, so to speak. But I mean, that's just kind of like a bias that's founded in my own opinion, and yeah, I just kind of felt like being the evil character in this game. But you know, like I said, I lost I never recorded the voice for any of it, so I have like 4 hours of footage that I played that I can't do anything with because let you all actually I'll just read it to you guys. You found a weapon special effects add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give you an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or weakness to different weapon specialties. Effects, so use them wisely. So yeah, that kind of falls back into the category of to attach a special effect add-on, select it through the custom quick menu to open the menu, hold 1. Okay, so that's right there too, by the way, just so you know. But yeah, I forget what I was saying. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If it's that important, I remember. You found a medical supply bag like this. Items contain to help you heal. Your health doesn't automatically regenerate in combat. You have to use consumables or find other ways to heal yourself. Yes, I added extra words, but that's fine. Wait. Yeah. Get off the chain. Thank you.
Good thing you're strong.
Get off the chain. God damn it. But yeah, so I'm very interested to get back into doing this because I was kind of debating for a while there whether or not I was going to do a second playthrough because of the fact I lost all that footage, but I just like the mercenary way too much compared to the gunslinger. The gunslinger has its advantages in certain respects, but at the same time, I am much more of a like up close and personal fighter. So for me, the mercenary is a lot more enjoyable. Although the big fucking guys, it never remembers what you're doing, or it doesn't matter what you're doing, they always fucking hurt. Remember to parry enemy attacks. When the enemy attacks, you'll see lightning bolts flash above their heads. Press Q. Now this is something for this game that's not exactly, you kind of have to already be looking at the enemy character for it really to do anything for you. So
ooh, you're injured.
I don't know why I just rolled into the combat, but I did.
Who could stand against that?
But this is kind of like I said, the mercenary character is kind of the character that I enjoy playing a little bit more just because, you know, it's a character that I can personally get up close and personal with. Just kind of has the feel and gameplay of something I would enjoy a little bit more than the gunslinger. But, you know, it's who I picked for the light walkthrough, and I'm having fun doing it anyway. It's definitely a different style of gameplay than what I'm accustomed to. Just judging from the majority of the time when I play games, I am more of a tank person. Fallen enemies can often be looted. For healing items, find highlighted fallen enemies and then press E. Remember to use healing items when you're wounded. To open items, select and hold 1. I don't know if I clarified this either, but I definitely, the reason I'm doing the dark is just so people can watch whichever one they want to. If you want to watch the dark side walkthrough, you can watch that one, or you can watch both if you really want to. You know, I am doing this for everybody, plus myself, more so. Get the fuck out of the way. Fuck you and your bullshit.
So much damage.
Like I said, the parrying stuff kind of is a little odd. Sometimes you can parry really well and sometimes you can't. It just kind of depends on if the person you're trying to parry is in the direct vicinity you're staring when you hit parry. Ow! Okay. And like I said, those big guys hurt regardless of what character you're playing as. Probably being a little too frugal with my fighting right now because I'm so used to being a little bit higher level for the mercenary class, and I already have a lot of, or already had a lot of stuff, and now I'm just really getting fucked up. Oh, you know what? It's also hard too. I forgot that.
Smirked.
Fuck you.
You're half dead.
Yeah, I know that. Thank you. I just need to actually be patient and allow my health to go up before I run to the next area. You know. Patience is key, young Padawan. Pretty sure there's no enemies over here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we healed. Plus, I'm excited to see the difference in between the games based upon the difference in gameplay coming from the light character to the dark side character. Just kind of interested to seeing what happens. Oh, did I get hit? I think I did. Oh.
Good hit. Right in the face.
Get him. Come on. Yep, there's one more down. Oh. About to say, if I got him to go to that barrel, I could have blew his ass up, but... Fuck you. Alright, now level up menu. Now I get to do this all over again. This is so fun. I'm gonna go agility for this one. And close combat, two-handed, and unstoppable pig. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't read that for you guys. Pretty much just saying you can use the combos in unison, and then it ends up giving you something pretty cool later. You get like a super form, which I'll show you guys when we get to that point. And for anybody who's watching both series, you already know what I'm talking about.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
And also for anybody who's watching, just so you guys know the upload schedule, there is going to be one episode of the light and one episode of the dark going back and forth. So some of it might end up being redundant, but like I said, it's, you know, you can pick and choose which one you want to watch, and obviously for certain main parts it's going to be a difference on how the characters respond, who you end up teaming up with, and the how the story just unfolds, I would say.
Way out of this place. No, really,
So,
I mean it.
well, I'm going, dude. And Mr. Narrator Guy, for anybody who you're only watching the dark side, Mr. Narrator Guy is here the entire game. He's always there. He speaks to you constantly. And I'm under the assumption that the little cricket thing on your shoulder is Mr. Narrator Guy, but that's just my opinion.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed.
Fuck
including you.
No, you guys will not be doing that to me. I appreciate you, though. But, you know, I am pretty adept at the art of alt and getting the fuck out of the way. So... yeah, see, and the other issue is that the other enemies can definitely fuck up your combos depending upon where you're at in the combo move, but, you know, there's it's kind of like a catch-22 with that. If you click the buttons right at the right time, you can get away with it, but it's just kind of how precise you are with clicking the buttons. And even with the parry stuff too, like I said, if you're facing the right direction, you can get away with using it on the other person that you're not fighting. Whoop. Fuck out of here. Oh, good job. Little buggy guy. Fuck you. Alright, you're almost dead, so let's just get you the fuck out of here. You almost killed me, bye-bye. Oh, you both are almost dead. Hiya! Slicey slice. Come on, slice and dice. Yes, sir. Alright, Bioblobs. You absorb a Bioblob. These are points you use to unlock mutagens. You collect Bioblobs by defeating Morks and finding containers in various places in the world. You can use Bioblobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Pretty much it's like the superpowers of the game, so, you know. And there you go. Little in-depth extra. Well, I wouldn't even say in-depth, it's just the powers of the game.
Strung up.
Minus psi powers, which are the light and dark powers. Which you guys will see the difference of them going forward. Oh, that's the bug guy. Oh.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
And just so nobody gets annoyed either,
it's locked.
oh, that's right. You found a puzzle. There are scattered around the world. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while other feature different rewards. If I can speak, to switch nodes is select using W and S, and rotate nodes is Q and E. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. Pretty much you get shocked or you can possibly die. I haven't died yet, but I've also not really failed too many. I think I failed like twice. No, maybe it's been 3 times now since I've been playing.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
And no, guys, though I will not be skipping the dialogue for either of the walkthroughs, regardless of which one is further.
Is never a good thing.
I'm giving everybody a chance to see the entire game.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
So,
it's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
what's up, Mr. Out of Date? Perfectly countering an enemy will stun them. A stunned enemy has a star circling above their heads, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing Q.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Mr. Out of Date. Come on, Mr. Out of Date. I got you, buddy. We'll fight these skags together.
A smart foe would leave now. Personally.
And I probably will, guys, have to do a little bit more character leveling in preparation for this playthrough. More so just because, you know, if we're on hard, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to actually fight the way we were doing in the light walkthrough. But, you know, that's fine. A little bit of character upgrading every now and again isn't going to hurt anybody. And if it does, then you can always skip that part of the episode. It is not going to hurt me in any way, shape, or form. At all. None. Yeah, get him. Get him, mercenary guy. Come on. Whoops. Using Unstoppable Pig on nobody. He got all the smoke that time.
Carving it up. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the
Bam.
weird one before backup arrives.
Well, he will meet us in that room and we will be okay. I am, however, going to collect all of the goodies around the room that otherwise I would forget to get later. Okay. Go on, Mr. Out of Date. Let's have the conversation.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Backstory. By default, dialogues are set in advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. If you want I definitely just added like a whole space in between that next automatically. If you want to manually advance the dialogue, you can change this in settings, setting accessibility. Not exactly sure what that really does, but it's a walkthrough of the game. You wouldn't be watching it if you didn't want to watch the game, so we're gonna leave the dialogue.
Asks if
Mr.
you're
Elvis.
tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does. Despite your heart growing dark, there's nothing as powerful as a Mooma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
All right, Mr. Elvis. We can go do this. Mr. Potato People. Hello.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Look at the little guy. Whoop. Oh my goodness.
You handle that net like you've never done anything
I don't know about that.
He's impressed.
First 2 times I did this, I did it a lot faster.
He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
There it is. And just so everybody is aware, this is like the Tree of Life Guardian, I would say. Not that they come out and say that, ever. At least as far as I've gotten in the game, but it's kind of like brushed upon. He like takes it upon himself, really, to take care of it. And ta-da, that's what it do.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
That's true.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Like I said, a tree guardian, monk,
One day,
whatever you want to call
the
it.
land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances.
Yeah, them goddamn humans.
He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did... That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while.
He's old.
But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
I'm missing a leg too.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage.
Gotta itch my back real quick.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the Porky Puff is particularly personal. It was that carnivorous beast that took his leg.
Interesting.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Oh, we get the net again. Alright.
You're getting the hang of it.
My fingers don't like clicking that button that
Quickest way
fast.
out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
And bam.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change.
I did this at the wrong time.
The world eaters.
I was late. There we go. Alright, everybody, so that pretty much wraps up the initial episode for the dark side walkthrough of Biomutant. So, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys back next time to continue from where we are and start our dark walkthrough through the world of Biomutant, I guess. Because it doesn't actually tell you what the world is, it's kind of just Earth. That's been ruined by humans, but yeah. So, alright guys, I'll catch y'all next time. Hope you all liked and enjoyed the video, and see you then. Bye for now.